Hello YouTube! I often get questions from my friends. Sasha, where you find an inspiration to create? Or Sasha, what inspires you to make art? In this video today, I want to reflect a little bit longer with you together about the topic of getting inspired and where to find an inspiration. Shall we wait for it, or we can take some proactive steps to be more creative, inspired and open? This video will be divided to 3 parts. First of all, we'll talk about inspiration as a word, where it comes from and why everyone wants to have it. At the second part, we will search for ways to get inspired and creative. And in the end, I will recommend my favorite books related to this topic that once made me inspired, so you can also try to read them on your own. But before, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also give this video a thumbs up so more people can see it. Let's begin with a definition for a word inspiration. According to an Oxford dictionary, inspiration is the process of being stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. Derived from the Latin word inspirare, meaning breathe into, inspiration is the feeling of being mentally stimulated to manifest what we want to create. The main focus should be here on words being mentally stimulated. So before you get inspired, you should get in contact with something or someone that will proactively stimulate your brain. Here we need to understand that inspiration is deeply personal. Something that inspires me will be maybe skipped by other people. But here lies the beauty of inspiration. One man's trash is another's treasure, and we will always be surprised in ways how we can get inspired. For me, I can easily define inspiration to 2 big groups: being inspired by the final product or being inspired by the process. I find really fascinating of watching or touching something that is final product, already completed one. It can be anything from like a bouquet of flowers, perfume, or even a book. I always think how many hours of thinking process, hard work, care and dedication was involved in making of this specific thing, and that gives me a huge boost of inspiration and motivation to create. Another thing for me is to be involved in a process of creation or watch how someone is creating something. My real jam is to go to photo shootings with my friends here just to assist and watch how people are working, how they come up with ideas, poses, light variations and locations. Even if in the end the art piece, the end result will have nothing to do with me, I will be still very inspired by the process and passionate people. So if you are always searching for a source of inspiration for yourself, you need to be very mindful with what you consume and whom you are spending time with. Surrounding matters the most. One of my favorite things in the world is to paint together with someone in the same room, when you can be lost in a creative process, but at the same time you can always get a feedback from your friend about your work or give a feedback to him or her. The other way of inspiration that I find really useful is to find a new way of expressing old skills or habits. For example, if you're a painter, you can try to use a new medium for drawing that you never tried before. The key here is not try to make a perfect final product, but just allow yourself to create. And if you're not an artist in any form, you can also apply this rule to anything in your household, like for example, to cooking. Cook some new dishes or try to recreate something delicious you tried in a restaurant. These steps will immediately awake your creativity and you will get inspired just by trying something new. And in the end, I want to recommend you 3 books that inspired me recently. The first one is Still Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. Easy to read, digest, and overall funny book with amazing illustrational style that explains a simple concept of merging 2 others' ideas and create your own unique product. The second one is one of my favorite from last year, Your Head is a Houseboat by Campbell, the guy that I really like to watch on YouTube.
Here's my transformation story in less than 5 seconds. I used to be lazy, self-absorbed, did a lot of drugs, I sucked. Now, I don't.
I will leave his account in the description down below so you can also check it out later. In the book he explains brain function, mental health, emotions, mindfulness and psychology with colorful metaphors and drawings. As I think Campbell is an amazing illustrator and he filled his book with beautiful illustrations and journaling practices and just, words in general that you can be really related to. So if you want to make your mental space a little bit nicer, this book is my recommendation. And the last but not the least, Find Your Artistic Way by Lisa Congdon. I hope I pronounce it correctly. I really like this book because it sends a clear message that your journey as an artist is very valuable. There will be no other person that will be able to recreate your art path. That's why it's so important to be focused on yourself and follow your dreams. And in the end of this video, I want to share with you a quote that was written by Gilbert. That sounds like, A creative life is an amplified life. It's a bigger life, a happier life, an expanded life, and a hell of a lot more interesting life. This quote reminds us that your creativity blossoms when your lifestyle supports it. To get inspired, connect with interesting people, learn new things, and see new opportunities on a day-to-day basis. You have to expand your mind with art and culture, satisfy your curiosity with travel and education, and surround yourself with beautiful and delicious things. That's it for today. Thanks for watching this video until the end. If you like it, you might also like this one, where I talk about how to overcome art block, and I will see you in the next video next week.